Hi everyone, how are you all doing? I hope you're studying at home and that you're following all the videos that we've been sending. Today I'm going to continue to talk about division. Miss Mace last week posted a video explaining the introduction of division, and today we're going to continue. Now, the first thing we're going to do is to talk about the division properties we have. Here we have division properties. The first property I'm going to talk about is when we have a number and we divide it by 1. Now, in division, any number divided by the number 1 gives me the same number. So here we have 5 divided by 5, it's going to give me 5. If we had 10 divided by 1, it's going to give me 10. 7 divided by 1 is going to give me 7. No matter how big or small the number is, it's always going to give me the same number when we divide it by 1. This is my first property. My second property is a number divided by itself. Now here we have 6 divided by 6. Any number divided by the same number gives me 1. So you can try it with big numbers, small numbers, any number you'd like. Any number, when we divide it by the same number, gives me the number 1. Here, my third property is 0 divided by a number is going to give me 0. So 0 divided by any number we have is always going to give me the number 0. Now, these are the division properties that we're going to focus on for this week. They're very easy. You just have to memorize the rules for them so that you're able to solve the problems. Now, before, when we talked about multiplication, we talked about different word problems. In division, we also have word problems, and this is going to help you understand how to solve the word problems. Here we have multiplication word clues, and we have division word clues. Multiplication word clues is when we see the different words in the word problems, and these words help us understand what to do. In multiplication, we have how many times, twice, in all together, and multiplied by. In division, we have divided by, sharing equally, evenly, split, and each. These words, when you see them in word problems, what you're supposed to do is underline or circle them so that they can help you understand how to solve the word problem and what to use, whether we use division or multiplication. Now this is for the word problems. Let's solve a different word problem. Here we have a word problem. It says, Omar divided 12 marbles into 4 groups. Here we know that Omar divided 12 marbles into 4 groups. How many marbles are in each group? Now, like multiplication, there are different ways to solve division word problems. For example, you can get manipulatives, which are resources like marbles, to help you model it or solve it. You can draw on under your problem the solution. Here, I know I have 4 groups. So let's make 4 different groups. And I know that he has a total of 12 marbles that he wants to share equally. Now, here I have 12 marbles. Let's keep placing a marble into each group until we reach the total number he has. It's easier to count while you're doing it. Here I'm counting. Here I finished the marbles I have. When you count them all together, you see that you have 12 marbles in total. Now, each group has 3 different marbles. This is a word problem for division. Like before, we write the answer and we use the unit under it to help us know what we're talking about. Here, like the words that I mentioned before, I circled and I underlined the words that I used and the numbers, and this helped me know that, for example, I'm going to use division for this word problem. If the word problems were multiplication word problems, then I know that I need to use multiplication. These are for the word problems in division. Next, what I'm going to talk about are fact families. Now, this is a really fun way to understand the connection between multiplication and division. Here we have the numbers 20, 5, and 4. This is a fact family. It's nice to draw it in a house to see how they're all connected together. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the different signs. Here I have multiplication twice. So I know that 2 numbers are going to be multiplied to give me the total. Now, when I look at my 3 numbers, I have 5, 20, and 4. I know that 5 multiplied by 20 will not give me 4, and 4 multiplied by 20 will not give me 5. What we do is we use the smaller numbers. Here, I say 5 multiplied by 4 is going to give me 20. And remember how we said multiplication was commutative? we switch the numbers. We say 4 times 5 also gives me 20. Now, here I look at the signs, I have the division sign. So this tells me that I'm going to divide next. Now, in division, we always start with the bigger number. Here we have 20 is my big number. I have 20 divided by, let's use 5. And we know this gives me 4. And 20 divided by 4 gives me 5. One way to check this is if we multiply them, we know that these two numbers give me the total. Now this is a fact family. Multiplication and division are connected. We multiply to check if your answer is correct for division. For example, to here, we multiply 5 by 4. We know that it gives me 20. And making them into a fact family is an easy way to help us understand how they're connected together. Now, for this week, we covered so far the properties of division that you need to know, how we have different word problems for multiplication and for division, and how the keywords are very important to know to differentiate between division and multiplication. Also, before I asked you guys to memorize the times tables, I hope you guys did, because knowing your times tables helps you understand division better. Like I said, when we check our answers, we understand the division number, which is the bigger number, the total number, which is what we get when we multiply the numbers. So it's very important to understand the times tables. I hope you guys are memorizing them at home. And I hope you understood everything in this video. I hope to see you guys soon. And good luck, and make sure you study. Bye.